In California tonight, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a county fair carnival ride to collapse, injuring everyone on board. The ride apparently had a good safety record, but as NBC's John Larson reports, critics say a lack of federal regulations raises questions about who's keeping an eye on rides around the nation.
Yesterday's rush to help the wounded was replaced today by a search for answers. Why did a carnival ride called the Yo-Yo collapse in California, injuring 24 people?
It was like a big boom, and then all we heard was screaming.
All of a sudden, those arms just dropped to the ground, start dragging kids on the ground.
Although fairgoers reported hearing strange sounds from the ride hours before the accident, organizers say the Yo-Yo's operators have had a good record for 20 years.
They have a very good safety history.
4 people die, and thousands more are injured on average every year on amusement rides. Like this 14-year-old who testified in Washington advocating for stronger regulation for amusement parks. Her feet were severed by a broken cable on a ride in Kentucky in June.
It's horrific. It's changed my life forever.
Yet Congress again killed legislation in December that would have launched federal oversight of permanent amusement parks.
The lack of federal safety oversight at the parks leaves a gigantic regulatory black hole.
Smaller temporary carnivals, including the one in California, do fall under a patchwork of federal and state inspection, although inspectors are reportedly few.
I was on the ride, and it just came crashing down, and our chains all broke.
For 80 years, the county fair here has celebrated Mark Twain's frog jumping contest and the joys of a less complicated life. A celebration cut short and buried tonight in a pile of metal and twisted chain. John Larson, NBC News, Los Angeles.